Greetings, family. This is the African Exodus show. I'm your host, Tierney Cherie. Today, I'm going to just show you a video that I took last week when my family and I went to visit a organic food forest inside of Ghana. And I thought it was important to show things like this because, unfortunately, a lot of African indigenous knowledge about food has been wiped away. In fact, I encourage you to stay to the end of this video. I have a couple mini clips that really drive that point home, really show that reality that our knowledge has been wiped away. Our understanding of nature has been wiped away. Even people who are in nature are many times stigmatized, demonized for doing things that Yah has always allowed us to do with his creation. And so if we're trying to learn how to be Yah sufficient, not just self-sufficient, but dependence on the Most High, dependence on his creation, dependence on his design, if we're trying to learn to do that, then a lot of this is unlearning the things that we have been mistaught, the things that have been done to erase our understanding of the environment around us. And so it's good to see that a number of Africans have waken up to that fact, are looking to do organic, are looking to do seeds that are heirlooms. That's something I think we'll probably talk about in a couple weeks or so. People who are intentionally going out of their way to distance themselves from Western practices that they have been taught will bring food production, but only bring food production for a time because it really drives dependency on the system. So definitely watch this tour. Stay to the end to watch those clips I was telling you about. And just for a quick reminder, if you want to stay connected outside of YouTube, best way to do that, add yourself to my Telegram. That app is where I update anytime that I post a video. In addition, if you wish to support this channel, you can do so through CashApp or through Patreon. Thank you all who have done so already. With that, let's get started. This part right here.
Fruit. No, it's going to fruit.
Oh, okay.
Like this. So it's going to have fruit on the arms.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
They come off and.
So like right here.
No, these are the.
Okay, these will become fruit.
Flower buds. Yes.
Okay, nice.
Here, the birds have also been enjoying the flower buds. So if they allow it, then we'll have fruits.
Dad,
So,
how can I compost this banana?
you want to compost it? Okay. May I? Thank you. I like that. That sounds powerful. So we have a small compost site here.
They come to play all the way up.
And for avocados, we're growing house avocados.
Okay.
That's house avocado.
That's the same as this one too.
We also have the indigenous ones.
Okay.
Oh, that's this
So
one.
these the local ones. So these the good ones you like, Chris?
Yeah, I think so.
Come and see the avocado.
It's about 3 months from now. Start showing.
It's taller than you. Why can't you have enough?
Okay. That's cool.
But we
That's
do
cool.
organic.
Organic.
Good,
That's
yeah.
This is
all organic.
purely organic.
Good.
So There's a lot of compost, and we use chicken broth.
We use it to fertilize it.
So,
Nice.
so our trees don't shed leaves during the drought because they have enough support from the bees.
Okay.
Okay. So we have 2 kinds of avocado over the house. And then we have figs.
Okay. Yeah.
Figs, we have butter tree or canister.
Okay.
I don't know whether you know about canister.
I'm not sure.
I haven't heard that.
Interestingly, we have fruits. So you get to taste it
and see.
Okay.
Cool.
And the miracle berry.
Oh, no.
Come on,
Go, Daddy.
this way. So you can come this way.
Oh.
You're scared. How about your mommy?
Sugar cane.
Oh, okay, the sugar.
This is red sugar cane. It's
Okay.
extra soft. It's not like the normal.
Oh, it's too hard to chew.
Normal hard sugar cane.
Oh.
It's not very mature, but they try to cut, and then we get the base, and you see how it tastes.
Okay.
You wanted to get some? Try some?
Oh.
Then we grow noni. We have
Okay.
also noni. We don't have much in stock, but this is macadamia.
Okay. Macadamia.
Okay. I haven't had that in a long time.
It's very...
Oh, okay.
Ankle.
Sorry. It's going to make you stop. So Wisdom is picking some berries for you.
Oh,
By
okay.
the time we are done,
I have some berries.
Okay.
this is orange.
Okay.
The
Local?
No, not the local one. The one we have outside.
We have the Obuasi one, the green ones that are so sweet.
Okay.
That kind.
And you see our okra.
Oh wow.
We grow them from compost.
Mm.
No
Nice.
chemical.
Oh yeah.
No chemical. And every other
It's
day
very
we
massive than
You
you.
need to pick
It's also bigger than
We're
you.
trying to do organic too,
You
but
can't see.
like right now we have somebody
But
watching
sometimes
it, but
plants can move.
the weeds, how to
Can move.
control the weeds.
Can move.
and
So
they're
here
gonna-
we use wood shavings,
Okay.
popularly called sawdust.
So that's
Mm.
So sawdust controls about 90% of the weeds.
weeds for you.
You see, they are not growing well,
Too hard,
so we
yeah.
just uproot them.
Mm.
Then the place is clean,
Okay.
Yeah.
and that's what we do. So,
Do you get them from someone or?
Yes, it's abundant. Actually, the sawmill they don't even know where to dispose
What to do
them.
with
Ah.
There is one opposite us.
Okay.
So every year we collect them and then dump them.
Nice.
It's helping the soil. You can see the texture of the soil.
Yes.
It's very moisture.
Yeah. Mm.
So it's helping
Yeah.
the soil. And yes.
Yeah, that's
So
all
that's what we are
sugar.
trying to. We are trying to.
Just chew it.
Nice.
So this is soft.
Mm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But it's not mature. Okay.
How do you grow that?
Oh, this is the cutting.
You just cut the head and put it in there.
You can see you don't even have regular water. But it's growing. Even the sockets are more. That's why it's slow. But if you have 2, 3 sockets, you realize.
Have a kick in it. Alright, try one.
What did
Thank you.
cut?
Thank you.
That's beautiful. Wow.
That's the
Let it get a
difference.
little warm.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I'm guessing the birds, they use them for composting. These are pigeons, right?
Ingoma lesiphathi leyinamba mfethu yo cabanga mfethu.
America is never going to pay its debts. It doesn't have to. Its debts are in its own currency. We can simply print it. The African debt is not in its currency. The African debt is in U.S. dollars. Africa has to earn the U.S. dollars, and the only way it can earn the U.S. dollars is not to be assassinated for growing its own food and becoming independent and doing something that the United States does not like. The principle underlying the foundation of the World Bank is that no country should grow its own food. Africa and the Third World should only grow export crops. To export, in order to have an oversupply of cocoa and other tropical raw materials, to keep down the price, they must buy their grain from the United States or Europe, so that if they do something that we don't like, we can do what America tried to do to China in the 60s. We can sanction them. We can say, we're going to starve you. We're going to not export any grain to you. So owing their foreign debt in dollars means that they have to somehow sell something that the United States wants, not what they want. I think the most evil organizations in the world today are the World Bank and the International Monetary
Problem. Many Zimbabweans think that Zimbabwe is not able to produce food now because of the drought and because farms were taken from white farmers and given to black farmers. That is not the truth. The truth is Zimbabweans are failing to produce because it used to cost a Zimbabwean farmer, a small-scale black farmer in Zimbabwe, 0 cents and just labor to produce a hectare of food. But today, these Zimbabwean farmers were persuaded by companies like Seedco to get rid of their traditional seeds that used to be able to reproduce, and they were given these hybrids that do not reproduce or that continue to have reducing reproduction until they stop reproducing. Now the Zimbabwean farmer doesn't have that seed that can reproduce. So every season, the Zimbabwean farmer must go and buy new seeds. And these hybrids do not just grow, but they need fertilizers and chemicals to make them grow. So the Zimbabwean farmer must buy new seeds every season, fertilizer and pesticides to protect these hybrids. So now to produce a hectare in a village costs a farmer nothing less than $250 to buy the seeds together with the fertilizer for him to grow the food. This is a problem that is causing Zimbabwe to lose its food self-sufficiency. And the problem is that all the PhD graduates, master's degree graduates, and graduates that are teaching our people how to farm in Zimbabwe come from an education system created by the very same organizations in America that are selling these hybrid seeds and chemicals. So that's why we are in a cycle where we continue to produce food unsustainably in Zimbabwe, listening to graduates. Right now, the permanent secretary of agriculture in Zimbabwe, I think his name is John Basera, came from this company called Seedco that is owned by Lima Grain of France, while Lima Grain of France is owned by Monsanto, the American company that is the biggest producer of GMOs and chemicals that are used in farming. These very same organizations work with an institution in which Strive Masiyiwa was the chairman, that is called AGRA, that belongs to the Rockefeller Foundation, together with Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, to control food in the world and to ensure that Africa comes into food colonialism. This institution was started by Kofi Annan so that they could get the trust of Africans to control African food and to put Africa into food colonization. The main reason I speak against Strive Masiyiwa is because he is bringing food colonialism to Africa through these GMOs, hybrids, and all this that they call agricultural technology of chemicals that destroys our soils and destroys Africa's ability to reproduce food. These are the things that we are supposed to start talking about when we are talking about emancipation of Africa and economic emancipation of Africans. There is no independence in Africa if your food is controlled by the Americans, the Swiss, and the Germans.